Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the News with David Lucas. If this is your first time, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button um, to be reminded of new content. Share this video with friends that you might think would be interested. Um, Comments and dialogue are always encouraged. Um, Today, I'm bringing to you in the news a situation that's rare in that we have some American presidents or people who are in that circle in that presidential club criticizing Donald Trump and his handling of COVID-19. This is rare because in history, people who have been in the White House before try not to criticize folks who are in the White House now. Everybody has a different way of doing things. Um, but in this situation, a lot of people are coming out and saying that this has been mishandled. Now, I have to say, to date, there are over 77,000 souls that have lost their lives to COVID 19 in the United States, more than a quarter million around the world. So, today, some information was brought to us. Barack Obama shared his thoughts.
He called the response to the pandemic an absolute chaotic disaster. Take a listen.
It would have been bad even with the best of governments. It has been an absolute chaotic disaster when that mindset of what's in it for me and to heck with everybody else, when that mindset is operationalized in our government.
So you hear there are some very sharp words, and I will note that this comes after a particularly chaotic week here at the White House, the time when the Trump administration is...
And it goes on from there, but also we had another person in that circle share his thoughts, and this was Al Gore.
Background, but really what's at stake here is so much more important than that. And honestly, he has failed as president, particularly on this challenge. The warnings were ignored. I spent 8 years starting every single day with a lengthy report from the Intelligence Committee, and there were very few occasions where there was a stark warning about grave danger to the country. And whenever there was such an occasion, we stopped and said, hold the show here. Get the FBI, get the CIA, get whoever was involved over. We need to learn about this. Then, after the warnings were missed, he has failed to mobilize the resources of the federal government to straighten out this testing catastrophe, to get the swabs and the so-called reagents they need to do the tests and the gowns and masks and all of the other stuff. He has not done that. And now, I think we're in grave danger. I have to tell you both. I think that we are seeing the start of a botched reopening. I think that the president appears to be engaging in magical thinking again. And what I mean by that is, a couple months ago he said, one day it's just going to magically disappear. It seems as if he may be recklessly rolling the dice, hoping that he can goose the economy just enough in the third quarter of this year to enhance his reelection prospects, hoping that he can divert the blame for the extra tens of thousands of Americans who the doctors tell us will die as a result of this, and blame it on the Chinese or former President Obama or whoever, instead of doing what a president needs to do. First of all, be a watchman on the tower, looking for danger, then responding to it, mobilizing the government, reaching out not just to your political base, but to all Americans, empathizing, showing some empathy because people are grieving and suffering. And then when there is a problem that can only be resolved with the leadership of the President of the United States, he needs to take a hold of that. But instead he said, literally, I take no responsibility. it is unfathomable to me, and I'm sorry to get wound up about this, but I see what he's doing, and it is the complete opposite of what the United States of America needs in the presidency right now.
Those were the comments of former Vice President Gore, Al Gore, and right now, I think he's right. There's some things that are going on and have to be addressed, and they're not happening. Former President Barack Obama shared also, and I want to reiterate what he said. And what he said was, even in the best possible response, not everyone would have been saved. We are in a pandemic. This is a global crisis that we're in. Under the best circumstances, with the best tools, the best leadership, the best thinking, the best government, the best response, we would still lose some. But he went on to say that it doesn't have to be this bad. It's horrific. It's a hot mess. They're not responding at all the way they should. And as a result, even in the escalation of losing so many people, knowing that this virus is running rampant through the United States right now, the government is reopening businesses as we speak, and it could be catastrophic. So today, those are the points that were made in the news today. It's rare that former presidents or people in that circle come out and start voicing these opinions this early before the election. But to confirm that and see that people are already starting to speak out and starting to say, the President of the United States has failed the people. Not just the people in his party. He's failing all of the people. People are dying in catastrophic numbers because they didn't follow the proper guidelines that were given to them by the World Health Organizations, by the CDC. There's guidelines, there's protocols for all of these things. And this president and this White House and this administration has decided that, no, we're just going to do it our way. It's our way or the highway. They're going to do it their way, take control of this thing or not, and has not responded in a responsible way. So those are my thoughts with what's going on right now. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. We could all be wrong. Maybe we're all looking at this differently. But whatever the situation is with that, like and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts on the Facebook page if you'd like, or on YouTube. I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'd like to get your perspective on it. This is In the News. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having us.